government.
This is entirely contrary to what he says, Malad, on the 3rd of September,
Can't contradict what he
for which we
states
have the
there.
debate.
He is introducing the bill as an education.
One second.
Anyway, Malad, I'll in my
Is it
turn.
not entire?
In this video, you will watch the arguments between Kapil Sibal and Solicitor General Tushar Mehta when Kapil Sibal was making points on the parliamentary speech of 1965. This is a case with regarding to the minority status of Aligarh Muslim University, and with regarding to it university, Kapil Sibal was quoting the speech of 1965, in which when Solicitor General interjected and said that Kapil Sibal has not mentioned the important points which was made on September 2 of 1965. In response of it, Kapil Sibal asked him whether he has quoted the September 3 and September 6. The Solicitor General responded and said that those speeches are on record, and the Kapil Sibal responds, then the September 2nd speeches is on record also. Watch the video.
Genesis is you can't have institutions in the country without standardization in the field of education. And that standardization can only be provided by law under 19. And the law will apply to majority institutions and to minority institutions. And UGC and all other statutes are consistent with 19. The right under 30 is absolute, the choice, but the regulation is to be done under a law by Parliament under 19.6. That's more of the submission and the interplay of 19.6 with Article 31 of the Constitution. Now, also to say that it is time when we discuss a matter of this sort that Muslims and Hindus and all, we remind ourselves of the role of Aligarh Muslim University in the context of the composite culture of our country. Aligarh has been a symbol cherished by Muslims, no doubt, more than any other people in India, but it is cherished also by the rest of the Indian people. In the traditions of Aligarh, there have been many bad things, no doubt about it. Good and bad are mixed together as far as the traditions of Aligarh are concerned. So, Malad, it represents composite culture. It is founded by the minority. It's an institution of excellence. There's no doubt about it. But Basha says...
Only one interjection, Malad. Only one. Something is missing, therefore. You have placed on record the proceedings of the Parliament, Lok Sabha, dated 3rd September 65.
Yes.
And 6th.
Yeah.
There is one proceeding before that, that is 2nd September, the day prior,
okay,
which I have quoted, Malad, in my written submissions, verbatim, at page 111.
Okay. But read it so that I'm also sort of educated.
It's I'll read it, and it's in 111 of my written submissions,
please, if you read it,
which I believe should have been placed.
Yeah.
Your Lordship gets, Malad, my written submissions, page 111.
Volume 2B.
Volume 2B. I'm sorry. Volume 2B. Page 111.
You are referring to which date, Mr. Mehta?
2nd September 65. What is placed is from 3rd September.
No, we'll see 111. I've got it.
But there is one which is missing, Malad. I am sure inadvertently. But this is what...
have you placed the 3rd September inadvertently, not placed it?
2nd September.
Have you placed 3rd September inadvertently?
Yes. We placed everything.
Yes.
Please. Speech by Justice Retired MC Chagla, then Education Minister. Your Lordship gets, Malad?
Page 111.
Yes. 111 at the foot.
I'll just see it.
I'm sorry. I'll wait till Mr. Sibal.
No issue at all. Yes. Now,
speech by Justice Retired MC Chagla, then Education Minister. My submission to this House is that Aligarh University has neither been established nor is being administered by the Muslim community. It is not a minority institution in the sense in which Mr. Anthony suggests. That is Frank Anthony. I will give him the reasons. You had first the Muslim college which was founded by Sir Syed Ahmad. Sir Syed Ahmed has asked the British government.
This is entirely contrary to what he says, my lord, on the 3rd of September,
Can't contradict what he
for which we
said
have the
there.
debate.
He is introducing the bill as an education.
One second.
Anyway, my lord, I'll in my
Is it
turn.
not entire?
Do we have the entirety of the discussion of the 2nd of September? Where is that?
We will place it, my lord. We have quoted it, but we'll place it.
When have you quoted the 3rd September? And 6th September?
It's on record.
Maybe
No,
inadvertently.
it's on record, therefore not quoted.
I see.
This was not on record, therefore it is quoted.
Right.
But I'll place it, my lord.
If it's on record, it's on record. Then on 2nd September, it's also on record.
Second,
Anyway, my
not
lord,
on
we are
record.
not concerned with this. my lord.
It's a small issue, but if we look at it that way, but 2nd September, according to me, is an important piece of, my lord, parliamentary debate, which is not on record. I'm not, my lord, imputing any motives. That's all.
Well, your lordship notices Chagla says quite the opposite on the 3rd of September.
That's true, but we can't place it.
And he is the mover of the bill also. So what does it, how does it take the matter further? Take the matter further. I was only indicating
See, when did the Indo-Pak War break out in 1965?
5.
September 65.
We'll check up and not often it may not be an accurate statement.
I think.
Both of us will check up and say.
Hi, Mr. Chagla says in the 3rd September that we are in a situation of an undeclared war. That part which he says.
Undeclared war has continued from beginning till date, my lord. But I'll check up, my lord, what is the context in which he says.
Because that sheds some light on the purpose of the amendment then.
Correct. That in what context, my lord, it was.
And this amendment,
We will check up, my lord, and we'll correctly assist him.
Malaj, in fact, the council, the executive council was 100%
So
non-Muslim.
it's on record, my lord. This,
100%.
my lord, I'm sorry.
That was the fear that you are changing the whole character. They were then reduced later to only 3 to 5.
Lord, we have placed on record the entire debates, my lord, with our document, my lord. That is, my lord,
It's okay.
2F. It's not okay. You can't miss one important page. So, Lord, it is page 224 to 365.
I say, we shouldn't get into all this. The court has to decide whether it was founded.
Only saying that you can't selectively place the parliamentary
Have you
debates.
quoted
That's
the September 3 in your note? You haven't.
Sibal, at the end.
What's the point of all
At
this?
the end, Mr. Chagla says, I say that this institution was not established by the minority, nor is it being administered by the minority community. That is the legal position as far as Article 30 is concerned.
Yeah.
So it appears the position of the then law minister, the Minister for Education,
Yeah.
was that this was not an Article 30 institution.
Correct. And the government defended that position in Basha. The government defended that position in Basha. Correct, Malaj? Then came the 81 Act, and the government is not defending that position. Malaj, if there's a parliamentary, that's why I made that comment yesterday. If there's a parliamentary act, government has to defend it. It can't say no. We're also defending the act in 65. Once you make the act, Malaj, you change it, you will have to say. What choice do you have? The minister has to say. Malaj, if we move a bill, Malaj, as a minister, we'll have to defend it, no? And we are moving the bill saying that the executive council can be nominees of the government. And if they are nominees of the government, Malaj, then the whole character of the Muslim of the institution goes. So the minister has to say this. So that doesn't answer the question. The parameter, why and how it is a minority institution has to be judged on the parameters of the law laid down by this court.
Yes.
When opinions of court can be wrong, certainly opinions of ministers moving a bill can be wrong, Malaj. I mean, There's no sanctity to that. The sanctity is to the law and to the constitution. That is why, Balaj, because of these provisions, it was challenged. This 65 Act was challenged and upheld. And Mr. Daftari argued for the government, saying that it is right. Surely, Malad, the minister's contradictory opinions can't be the basis of a judgment of a court. That certainly is settled law now.
Right. You can't quote one part and not.
No, you're right. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing what you're saying. You will read the other part and I will read this part, right? Yes,
Based on
it's all right. It is already on record.
It's not on record. We have placed the entire thing on
I
record.
see, but you haven't quoted it.
Anyway, that's
Send it as you haven't given it to us.
no, it's there in volume 4F.
We don't have it.
4F.
We don't have it. It's not uploaded.
It's there in the common file. Your nodal council has it. 4F. Let him say it's not there. They have it since then, since long.
No, Malas, kindly let's move on with the
Yes,
That's
Yes,
the better way. That's the better.
The debate is not in question. I'm just trying to give the Malas, let's go back to what I was saying, Malas.
Seventy-two amendment,
Yes,
that brings out, what exactly happened. It appears that there was student unrest on the campus.
yes,
At that point, they brought in a temporary measure.
yes,
The idea was to bring both Aligarh Muslim University and Banaras Hindu University at par in
Yeah.
terms of the statutory provisions.
right,
UGC appointed a commission chaired by Dr. P.B. Gajendra Gadkar,
yes,
former Chief Justice of India, to go into the functioning of AMU. That Dr. Gajendra Gadkar submitted his report. We may want to look at the report which
Sure.
was submitted by Dr. Gajendra Gadkar
sure,
on what did the report really indicate.
right,
Following which, but the 1965 amendment was always intended to be a sort of a pro tem amendment
That's
until long-ranging amendments were brought into the
Right.
provisions of the
Right.
statute.
So then, Maharaj, between 65 and 81, I go back to my list of dates, Maharaj, the point of which is that volume 4.
See, if you look at
Note, yeah, what?
the essential-
Yes. I'm coming. So, Maharaj, we come to 1965 and the decision in 1968. Then between 68 and 81, there was a movement to protect the rights of Aligarh Muslim University as a minority institution. And then the 1981 Act came.